A storm is coming.
Who am I?
It's time to wake up, ladies. Wake up, wake up, wake up, yeah. I know y'all been listening to a lot of shit out there, and it's good. But it's time for y'all to listen to the real. Baby girl, you got my eyes on you. All of my attention is officially now focused on you. You're standing in the mirror trying on all your underwear, lying in your bed, imagining me all on you, yeah. Finally getting horny than a mother as I watch you go through every single color. And I'm about to have a sex attack, cause that's my favorite, so keep it like that. Cause you look so good from the back in black. I love to see your booty in them all black panties, yeah. So keep them on, black panties, yeah. Ladies, if they got black panties on you, ain't no telling what else they do. If they fit right, I'll be hitting it all night, back and forth like it all night. Have you all just populated? You'll be loving it so much you hate it. But still you want it, cause I know where your spot is, and I'm willing to kiss it. Got you all in my bed, pulling off your Victoria's Secret. So let's turn it up a notch, let's act like black is all you got. Walk around black stilettos on, black room with black lights on. I'ma get it till we black out, baby, gone. I'ma give this love to your body more. And I'm about to have a sex attack, cause that's my favorite, so keep it like that. Cause you look so good from the back in black. I love to see your booty in them all black panties, yeah. So keep them on, black panties, yeah. Ladies, if they got black panties on you, ain't no telling what else they do. If they fit right, I'll be hitting it all night, back and forth like it all night. Have you all just get populated? You'll be loving it so much you hate it, but still you want it. It's time to wake up, ladies. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, yeah.
T-Town, let's go.
Gave her some for the first time, told that ass off. Now she texting me all the time, talking about withdrawal. On my phone, I ain't call her back. Now she blowing me up. Now I can't go nowhere without her showing up. She tripping. I told her ass from the jump a nigga be. But ever since I gave her the business, she gone crazy, yeah, ooh, crazy, yeah. Man, this girl, she gone crazy, yeah, ooh, crazy, yeah. She tripping.
There you on me, tripping when we all alone, tripping when we lonely. Oh lordy, don't you start it. Why you worried? It's just me and the homies. Ha! Lot of money, arm leg with the engine cost. Bob Marley, reefer in the glove compartment. Lean.
Is all I dream is burn. If you get caught outside, then you gon' get burned. Niggas say the word and we gon' burn. We gon' burn. We gon' burn. Friday night is all I dream is burn. If you get caught outside, then you gon' get burned. Niggas say the word and we gon' burn. We gon' burn. We gon' burn.
Fuck is you on? Fuck as you niggas is on, huh? We kick in the door, we bustin' the floor, we getting your family gone. Blood in the air, I'm smelling it down. Don't stop in the bully, I'm gunning you down. You niggas is kings.
Yo, can I with you? What?
ACT, did you see this?
Look, if it ain't official Dana J, Levi for Kelly, or Prima Donna News, I don't even want to see it. Take the time. Look, you got some weed? I gotta get some. All right, hurry up. Diesel and them here, everybody here, we waiting on you. All right.
But I know that there's more. More for you, more for us.
DJ discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking the pandemic.
DJ discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking the pandemic.
DJ discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking the pandemic.
Say it louder, what you gon' do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Girl, you know that I will never disrespect you. We love tomorrow, but tonight I wanna spank you. That ass down, gotta make it last now. Spread our soul, and I'ma beat it up.
Hey, yo, lesson here, babe. You come at the king, you best not miss.
To them niggas that was doubting when I said I'd make it out, they didn't believe me. Fuck y'all. And to them bitches that was hating on a nigga trying to make it, talking plenty shit. Fuck y'all. And now they're fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. And now they're fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Yeah, now that I'm home. I'm from that project where they pull capers. Didn't have to watch the news to see police chase. It's me and my mama living out of suitcases. I went from blackouts to rocking black labels. And when that landlord came, Lord have mercy. Now you see me in that all-white new Mercy. Lago, chillin' with some supermodels that'll take it to the head. I ain't talking bottles, listen, they ain't bad on this underdog. Game 7, I'm ballin' hard. Astronaut, yeah, I'm taking it off. Your girl ready to take it off. All good, don't act cool now. My dick full, don't hop on out. Money up, so it's going down. To the niggas that was doubting when I said I'd make it out, they didn't believe me. Fuck y'all. And to them bitches that was hating on a nigga trying to make it, talking plenty shit. Fuck y'all. And now that I'm out, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. And now that I'm out, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Yeah, now that I'm home. Yeah, I know the rumor going round. They say that boy ain't got it no more and he broke. Wow, comedic. How funny these niggas act. I always had the crown. Ain't gotta take it back, I ain't got no worries. My session unaffected, all these cars in my garage. My Maybach feel neglected, yeah, I let them borrow my swag. They still making payments. I be going down on that pussy like rats all in that basement. Got my top down in the winter time, cause it ain't cold in them Cayman Islands. And if y'all really think my time is up, y'all niggas got me fucked up. This is the to the niggas that was doubting when I said I'd make it out, they didn't believe me. Fuck y'all. And to them bitches that was hating on the nigga trying to make it, talking plenty shit. Fuck y'all. And now that I'm up, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. And now that I'm up, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Yeah, now that I'm home. Against me shall prosper. Man, I got so much on my mind. And if I don't let it out, I'm gonna explode straight up. I'm sitting here looking at all these people around me, thinking if I wasn't an art, tell me where would they be? Most of them don't even care about Robert Kelly. No, they only care about what I can do for them. Some of them hang around me cause I got money. Tell me what happened to my whole family. Can't they see him going through? Little brother really needs them. I was there for them when they needed me. Yeah. Soon as the drama come, y'all asses quick to run. What type of shit is that? How could y'all turn y'all backs? People, they smile right in your face, then go and talk behind your back when they don't even know the facts. And some of y'all church folks pointing the finger at me, yeah. You should be loving on me, on your knees and praying for me. You'll never get it right, is that the Christian life? Sometimes I like to party, drink, have sex and smoke weed.
Just because I love them things, it doesn't mean I'm going crazy. God, I wish I knew why people wanna hate me. When all I do is help them, try my best to love them. Try to lift them up, but they don't appreciate, so fuck them.
Ooh. What up, what up, what up? I tried to do it without him. Jesus. I just wanted one time to jam the old way, you know? No earphones. What up, Dream Team? What's going on? Man, I feel good today. I feel rejuvenated. I feel excited. Dude, y'all, what's going on? Man, I understand some people mad. I understand some people real mad. But you want to argue. I don't want to argue with you. No. I don't want to argue. What you mad about? Let's get them likes up, y'all. Yeah. What you want to argue about? Happens in the building. What's up? You want to argue? I don't want to argue with you. No. Y'all know the power back on now. But I want to say shout out to the folks that's been grounded who didn't get bothered by the bull crap. And we got a live today. The live is going to be on here and the after party going to be on Clubhouse. So I'm telling y'all, after this, y'all might want to come over to my Clubhouse. I don't care who it is. We can all have a discussion on Clubhouse. After we have a discussion over here. After I show some things over here. Then we can all go to Clubhouse. And have some fun. So this will be my second official live on Clubhouse. I want y'all to know that. Y'all know how I am when I'm live. Yes. No, I mean, I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? Chilling. I'm feeling it today. I'm feeling it today. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be nice. Trying to be good. Trying to be nice. But is y'all happy that I'm locked up behind bars? You know what I'm saying? I did get some upgraded shades that I stole. But I'm saying, but is y'all happy? That's all I want to know. Is y'all you know what? Let's do it this way. 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 Y'all know some people just don't want to see me great. I don't care what people say. I don't know Robert Sylvester Kelly. So whatever they try to bring at me, I don't know Robert Sylvester Kelly. I told y'all my family come first, right? So since my family come first, nah, these shades too expensive. I ain't gonna do that. Since my family come first, you know what I mean? I come before Robert Sylvester Kelly. I defend my family, and I defend me. So where you at? Where you at? Dirty Prize. Come on into the shitty shack. Yeah. Ooh. Hey, T-Baby, you alright? Yeah. I blow up cars. I talk about people. I stalk everybody. And it just caught up with me. Sing hell. Even though I don't like you. But I want you to sing this song for the Dirty Prize. Alright, Kales, sing. Oh, see, I don't even know my cadence. I'm just saying.
Segregation, peacemaking, underrated, and rights taken.
Yeah.
Crimes increasing. What is the meaning?
They know watching me.
Why these kids not dreaming? What in the world? What in the world?
They know watching.
What in the world?
What in the world?
What in the world are we doing to this planet?
Sending your stalking ass to jail. That's what we doing. Rainbowski, since you want to play Rob shit. And he don't even know you. But you doing a lot of shit. But you did a lot of shit that was suspect. You did a lot of shit that Rob ain't know. So I'm just saying. One down. And he's gone. Now, I don't know how long he's going to be booked. But what I heard today from somebody in Chicago who broke the story that Mr. Rich Man, Mr. Money Man ain't even have a public defender. And he damn sure ain't have a lawyer. Now, I don't know. Because when you look at Richard Arline, he came with a lawyer. But Rainbowski ain't come with nothing. Now, Richard Arline don't talk about he got money, but Rainbowski do. T-Baby, here's your chance to run. Far, far away and never look back. Run, Simba, run. Run, Simba, run. Now, I know some people like, that shit ain't funny. What is that? Man, it's funny as hell. And I was on Angie Walker's page today, right? And as I was on Angie Walker's page, I heard some things happen. But before I go there, I'm going to read something to you real quick. I'm going to read something to you. I'm going to read 2 passages, and then we're going to get it going and have some fun, and then we're going to go over to Clubhouse. And And I'm gonna do it like this. We're gonna start here. R. Kelly Summer of Reckoning, convicted singer, faces potentially decades in prison in New York. Jury trial in Chicago. You see this, right? Pay attention. So, because I can read, I won't hit the listen to this article button. But it says it's been 9 months since Chicago-born R&B singer R. Kelly was last in a New York courtroom, where he was convicted by a jury after decades of allegations of sexual misdeeds. On that day, in late September, Kelly, dressed in a gray suit, remained stoic as the verdict came in. Guilty of racketeering conspiracy and 8 other counts alleging he used his organization to lure and trap girls, which we all know that was wrong and false. But they charged him with it. Boys and young women to satisfy his predatory desires. Such a lie. Now, as his time behind bars nears the 3-year mark, Kelly is in store for another day of reckoning. One that could determine whether he will ever walk free again. After several delays, Kelly is set to be sentenced in United States District Court in Brooklyn on Wednesday, and a hearing that is expected to include emotional testimony from some of his victims and reveal disturbing new details about Kelly's own troubled upbringing in Chicago, where he rose from busking at L stations to international superstar. Federal prosecutors have asked U.S. District Judge Ann Donnelly to sentence Kelly to more than 25 years in prison, saying his racketeering conviction was part of a long and pervasive history of enticing children to engage in sexual activity. He lured young girls and boys into his orbit, often through empathy or condition promises of assistance in developing a career in the entertainment industry, or simply by playing into the minor's understandable desire to meet and spend time with a popular celebrity, prosecutors wrote. Kelly's lawyer, meanwhile, has asked for the mandatory minimum 10-year prison term in a court filing that so far has been kept from public view. After Jennifer Bonjean, who took over as Kelly's counsel after his conviction, told the Tribune she filed the document under seal because it contained sensitive information about Kelly's past, including sexual abuse he allegedly endured as a child, as well as details that could implicate others in wrongdoing. More details are expected to be revealed in court this week. Prosecutors filed their response to the defense sentencing memo under seal, explaining they did so because Bonjean filed hers that way. According to court records, Donnelly has ordered both sides to file paperwork by Sunday evening addressing whether they believe Kelly's sentencing submission should be kept private. Bonjean, who intends to challenge the conviction on appeal, said the judge's role is to fashion a sentence based on not just retribution, but based on rehabilitation and reasonableness. This mob justice mentality is not the way to go, she said. It's not good for society, and it doesn't take into account the human being. No matter how angry people are, R. Kelly is a human being. Regardless of the outcome, the legal woes for the Grammy-winning singer, whose hits include 1996's I Believe I Can Fly, will not be over even with his sentencing. Kelly also faces a pending trial in August in Chicago's federal courthouse, where prosecutors allege he and 2 others fixed his 2008 trial in Cook County and paid people to buy back incriminating sex tapes. He's also charged in 4 separate indictments alleging sexual abuse that are still pending at Chicago's Layton Criminal Court building. Kelly also faces a solicitation case in state court in Minnesota, While there has been no indication in court that plea negotiations on the other cases are in progress, a last minute deal that would avert further trials is always a possibility. The odds of that outcome would only increase if Kelly receives a long sentence Wednesday. Stark difference in sentencing requests. Kelly's trial in New York took place over nearly 2 months amid strict COVID-19 protocols and involved some 50 live witnesses. In all, the 7-man, 5-women jury found Kelly guilty of 12 individual criminal acts involving the racketeering scheme. Key word, the racketeering scheme. Jason might be on to something, including sex with multiple underage girls, as well as a 1994 scheme. Here you go again. Scheme to bribe an Illinois public aid official to get a phony ID for the 15-year-old singer Aaliyah so the two could get illegally married. Now, if you was dead, you all know that Robert didn't do that. He had no parts of that. Steve Greenberg, one of Kelly's lawyers, said he hopes the sentencing judge will consider that someone who has been so severely sexually abused as a child will often become an abuser themselves. Kelly is a sex addict, Greenberg said, not a pedophile, who is pathologically inclined to abuse children. What? Oh, so he's saying that Robert is not a pedophile who is pathologically inclined to abuse children. Right. I think if there was any evidence he was a pedophile, then the judge would be justified in giving a longer sentence. But this man, who's already had his entire life ripped out from under him, Greenberg said, his career is in shambles. When this is all done, he's going to be singing in the subway again. Greenberg still represents Kelly in his pending Cook County cases, but is no longer an attorney of record in either of the singer's federal prosecutions. He was ousted from the New York case amid internal tensions in the legal team, and the attorneys who ultimately defended Kelly at trial had no idea what they were doing, he said. Bonjean, who was not involved in the New York trial, took over Kelly's defense after the conviction and is expecting to handle the sentencing hearing Wednesday. The judge likely will hear extensive arguments from Bonjean and prosecutors. And before she announces a decision, Kelly himself will have the chance to speak on his own behalf. He's obviously here for sentencing based on the offenses that a jury found him guilty of, Bonjean said. But this one-dimensional sex predator monster characterization, I think, just doesn't take into account that human being in the totality or the offense in totality. Kelly has a long history of sexual abuse by a sister and a family friend. Bonjean told the Tribune last week he grew up poor in a household that experienced domestic violence. He also witnessed the death of a close childhood friend, Bonjean said. He reads at an early elementary school level, which has made it easy for people around him to manipulate and exploit him, she said. The difference between the competing sentencing requests could not be more stark for Kelly, who will turn 56 in January. Under federal rules, defendants must serve 85% of their sentence. So with credit for time already served, a 10-year sentence would mean he would be released when he's in his early 60s. But if the judge sentenced him closer to what the prosecutors have asked for, Kelly would not taste freedom until he's well into his 70s. Rocky time behind bars. Kelly's last moments of freedom came on the evening of July 11, 2019, when federal agents and Chicago police officers approached him as he walked his dog outside the Trump Tower in downtown Chicago. That night, federal prosecutors in both New York and Chicago unveiled stunning indictments against the singer, who was already free on bond in the Cook County cases brought 5 months later. There would never be bond granted for Kelly in his federal indictments, despite months of pleadings from his legal team arguing everything from exposure to COVID-19 to physical assaults from inmates who targeted him because of his fame. His time in federal custody has indeed been remarkably turbulent. In his early days at Chicago's Metropolitan Correctional Center, diehard fans would demonstrate outside the downtown jail that reportedly spurred prison authorities to put the building on lockdown. What I tell you, pay attention. Enraged by such a lockdown, fellow detainee Jeremiah Shane Farmer slipped into Kelly's cell in August 2020 and beat him repeatedly in the head, according to records. Farmer stopped only after a security officer pepper sprayed him. In a handwritten court filing, Farmer, a Latin King gang member who was sentenced to life for his role in a 1999 double murder, later said he attacked Kelly due to the most blatant corruption in Farmer's case and being on lockdown for Robert Kelly protests. Kelly suffered a serious concussion that left him with headaches and pain for months afterward, his attorney said. A year later, while Kelly was in the middle of his New York trial, the Tribune reported that unsealed court records revealed a Bureau of Prisons official in Wisconsin was under investigation for allegedly accessing Kelly recorded phone calls and emails at the MCC. The official apparently leaked them to a popular YouTube personality who racked up hundreds of thousands of views, touting her inside scoops on Kelly's life in lockup. Woo! Let's get them likes up, y'all. I got 115 in here, 43 likes. Come on, man. Let's get them likes up. Come on. It don't cost you nothing. Just hit that like going in or coming out. That's all. No one has been publicly charged in the probe as part of Kelly's federal proceedings in Chicago. Bonjing has requested access to materials related to the investigation. In a court filing last month, she wrote she has a good faith basis to believe that the stolen information was also provided to a government informant who may have shared information with government witnesses at the behest of the government. We all know who that is. Ahead of Kelly's New York trial, he was transferred to the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, where he has been in custody ever since. It was at that facility that Kelly was diagnosed with COVID-19 earlier this year. According to his attorneys, the Omicron variant surge that swept through the country last winter did not spare the Brooklyn jail, which saw a spike in cases. At some point soon after his sentencing, Kelly will be back in his hometown, likely detained once again at the MCC on West Van Buren Street 3 years after he first arrived. A Chicago trial. At Kelly's trial in New York last summer, a small band of diehard Kelly fans made their presence known on many trial days, setting up camp in a park across from the Brooklyn courthouse, where they carried signs chanting about government overreach and blasted Kelly's music. It's expected to be a far different scene when Kelly trial begins August 15th at the Dirksen U.S. Courthouse. However, despite decades of allegations of sexual misconduct, Kelly has maintained a robust fan base in his hometown, and a much larger contingent of supporters is likely to converge on Chicago's Loop to get a glimpse of the action. The trial itself will unfold in the courthouse's large ceremonial courtroom on the 25th floor. Jesus Christ. On the 25th floor. The only room large enough to accommodate Kelly and his two co-defendants, longtime manager Daryl McDavid and Milton June Brown, as well as attorneys, jurors, reporters, and spectators. Last week, U.S. District Judge Harry Lemonweber sent out notice for a special jury pool to be summoned that will weed out those who are obviously unable to sit for what is expected to be at least a month-long trial. Security is expected to be beefed up to accommodate any crowds. Though unlike in his infamous trial in 2008, Kelly is in custody and won't be entering and leaving the courthouse through the lobby every day. Among the allegations Kelly was convicted of in New York was grooming Geronda Johnson Pace, an underage superfan who caught the singer's eye as she attended a trial at the Layton Criminal Court building at 26 in California. Pace was the first prosecution witness to testify at trial, telling the jury that despite knowing she was only 16, Kelly repeatedly sexually abused her over the course of several months, forcing her to wear baggy clothes and call him daddy as part of an escalating campaign of physical abuse and control. Among other evidence seen by the jury was a videotape depicting the singer spanking a young woman and forcing her to parade naked in front of him. Audio excerpts of the recording were later ordered released to the media by the judge. Stop. It said, keep your eyes closed. That's what they said. Keep your eyes closed. Kelly can be heard saying at one point, eyes open. Guess what? We start over. Now, let's stop there for a second, because I'm going to get into it. I told y'all it wasn't 100 devices up there, right? In New York. Right here, Rob wasn't even in this video. You just heard his voice. So what Jason is putting is like the videotape was seen by the jury was a videotape depicting the singer spanking a young woman and forcing her to parade naked in front of him. It didn't say seeing. Look at the words, depicting. Now, what I'm about to do, let's see. I'm glad this came up. So people can't say, oh yeah, it was him on video. It was this and this and this and this and this and this. The definition of depicting. The definition of depicting. The definition means show or represent by a drawing, painting, or other art form. Like I said before, at the end of the day, he was not on that video visually, but you heard his voice. And you see what it say, show or represent by a drawing, painting, or other art form. Depicting. This is what Jason is saying. Depicting. So what Jason really is saying is, among other evidence seen by the jury was a videotape, right? Was a videotape that showed or represent what was going on by a drawing, painting, or other art form. That's basically what they were saying. And they convicted him because of it. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. They can now depict something and charge you for it. Now, who don't? I mean, let's keep it real. What man is? And then on top of it, it says spanking a young woman. How do you know the other woman and was young? Because right here, it didn't have nothing to do with Geronda. This was Lisa Van Allen after she stole a watch. So if they showed Jason and them the same thing they showed the jury, guess what? The jury was misled. What up, Prima? What up, sis? And the jury was misled. And I'm glad I read this because Jason put it, I mean, he laid it out. But it says audio excerpts. Oh, and audio excerpts of the recording were later ordered released to the media by the judge. So guess what? They had a video of Azriel and Richard Arline and whatever they was doing. But then everything else was audio. So what do they mean? What did the other side mean when they say they had video? No, they had one videotape. The rest was audio that they extracted. So who knows where they got it from? And then they said, Kelly said, keep your eyes closed. Kelly can be heard saying at one point, eyes open. Guess what? We start over. That's role play. Who don't have role play when they have sex? That's all I want to know. If you don't role play while you have sex, you have a boring sex life. Let's keep it real. So then it says Kelly's instruction was followed by the sound of a series of slaps, and the woman could be heard sobbing. Afterward, she is heard weeping as Kelly makes her say over and over, I'm a stupid B daddy. I want you to fix me. That's Lisa Van Allen after she stole from him. But they're not putting in there. And when Robert said, look, it's people that died from stealing from people. But at court, but they made that sound like, oh my God, this is so bad. No, he's telling you the truth. Like, yo, you can't go around stealing from people, man. You can't tell people how to deliver something that they really mean. If it's from the heart and you can't tell me how to say it because somebody else said it, if that's the case, we all should be one people and don't have difference of opinions. Let's make this make sense. And yes, this video will be in my Patreon. So guess what? I'm going to do this. I have on Facebook, I have 4,986 followers, right? I need all of y'all to come to my Patreon, which I will post, and I am going to lower the price to $5. On top of that, I need all my friends here to go to my Patreon. I will lower the price to $5. Right now, it's just a $10 tab that will be switched over to the $5 tab today. Sometime today. So it says, Kelly's lawyer, Bonjean, has argued that Pace's testimony should not be given added weight because it was clear from the trial record that she misrepresented her age to Kelly. Facts. The trial record refutes any suggestion that defendant did anything in altering the behavior of Geronda. Quite the opposite. Geronda, a sophisticated 16-year-old, took great pains to get close to defendant, including by misrepresenting her age. The defense filing stated defendant did nothing to seek out Geronda. And their filing asked for a sentence of more than 25 years in prison. Prosecutors in New York said that being charged in Cook County had no effect on Kelly's sexual misdeeds. If anything, the defendant acquittal after his state trial appears to have emboldened the defendant with a belief that he was untouchable. The prosecutors wrote in their 31-page sentencing memo, and over the next decade, the defendant crimes continue unabated. They got to prove that, and they still haven't proved it. They still haven't proved that. So, out of that, we see, and what's up, ATB? And what's up, everybody came in late? Out of that, we seen, let me do this real quick. This is my Patreon page. Hey, Dewan, go to my Patreon, sign up. Sign up sometime tonight, because I will be creating another tier, a $5 tier, okay? And I will be deleting the $10 tier. So Y'all go sign up. I need everybody. It's $5 a month. And there's already a whole lot of a rack of information in there. Also, go to Prima Donna Patreon. $5 a month. So I look at it like this. If everybody go and spend $5 on my Patreon and $5 on Prima Donna Patreon, that's $10 a month. You ain't missing. You ain't gonna miss $10 a month. Let's be for real. Let's be for real. You ain't gonna miss $10 a month, especially for $50 and $60 information. What's $10 when you get buku of information and you can go and get it anytime you want? Just don't try to use it for malicious intent. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to coerce. I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm just trying to give you facts. ATB, I surely will. I'm just saying. So with that going on, and we've seen a lot of threatening on YouTube, and we've seen people just pop out of nowhere and have millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of names. So what I'm starting to see is I was bamboozled from the beginning, right? And I look back and I see some things that I said, wow, that's all you got to do is shut up, Dana. So when you shut up, you see some things that you really not supposed to see. You see some things that you're not even supposed to know. So I sat back and I said, what am I seeing that I'm not supposed to see? What am I seeing that I'm not supposed to know? Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break something down to y'all. Okay? And what I'm going to break down to y'all going to understand that a young man who came into this fight not by his own, but was brought into this fight for agenda. His agenda was to try to take me out. Make it so I don't want to come back. So he befriended me. You know me, I sat back. I tried to think everybody was cool. And from that point, I was made a fool of. Because I was bamboozled. So you seen how a lot of threats was going on and this, and he kept saying 30 rounds, we 30 rounds, we coming, 30 rounds, we coming, 30 rounds, 30 rounds, 30 rounds. Nobody paid attention to when I said 2 years ago, you're a fool. When everybody said, huh? And he even said, huh? I said, you're a fool. Because you're using 30 rounds. And that was the code word for a main assassination that happened at the federal building where Rob is going to be having his trial at. I told him this in public and in private. Nah, man, you don't you talk about this and this and this and this and this and this. Okay. So we going back and forth. When it's time to get to New York, that 30 rounds should cease when I looked him in his eyes. And I asked him, what happened to the 30 rounds? Nah, yo, that's just internet stuff, yo. You know what I mean? So when another person he had a problem with said that, I said, oh, this must be something that he do. Right? So I find out that he suffers from bipolar depression. And I found that out through his lawyer. Because me being a butthole, I called his lawyer. And I said, dude, you defending this dude and he out here doing every which thing on here. Are you going to be prepared to defend him when he get permanently beat the fuck up? And his lawyer said, oh, whoa, wait. My client, Christopher Gunn, suffers from bipolar depression. Please do not put hands on him because he do not know what he's doing if he's not on his meds. This is the first time you ever heard me discussing that. So I said, okay. Ms. Darlene, yes. Yes. Clubhouse, yes. Rumble, yes. So I said, okay. Patreon, yes. So I said, because I wanted to, go live while I was talking to him, but I said, no, I'm not going to do that. Because they already lied and said that I did that to rob the lawyers, and they know that's far from the truth. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm taking into account what his lawyer said. The man that's representing him versus the police department. At that point, I understood that I got a phone call by some vice lords in Chicago that really want him. Want him. So I said, I tried to throw it off as much as I could. Right? I tried to throw it off as much as I could. But then when he made me mad, I just ain't give a fuck no more. And I was like, yo, this is what it is. Whatever happens. I don't care. Just don't let nothing happen to him. I want to see him when we get to court because I know he ain't going to meet me nowhere else. And we can go across in the park and I can beat his ass live and film it. That's all my whole goal was. I'm going to put it out there. That's all my whole goal was. I wanted to put these hands on him so he know not to play with me, my kids, and my kids' mom no more. So, fast forward that. He said some things that wasn't true. He tried to run with a fake rape analogy, which and technically could have killed people's careers. And the line of work I do, I don't play those games. So then I had to think about, this is the same man that wants to sodomize people's daughters. The same man that stalks people's family. The same man that put people's kids on a head on a tip of a dildo. And then at the top label it dickhead. Which is a 5-year sentence in federal prison alone. If you listen to what I'm saying, you might catch a little golden nugget. So I kept saying, I don't play when it comes to my kids, bro. About me, I don't care. About my kids, another story. So I was contacted by some people after I had to take a police report in Atlanta about my kids. And then when I showed the proof, they escalated it. They said, how far you willing to go? I said, how far do I got to go to protect my kids? So I got a call from Chicago. They asked me, he's like a bully, but the nigga in jail, let his ass get out and then flip. Right. What up, Shabazz? But I'm just detailing this. So I got a call from Chicago, right? And I had to send over pictures. Sent over pictures. But in those pictures, I sent over 4 extra pictures. Them 4 extra pictures have to deal with a lady by the name of Chrissy. Y'all might know it's Queen Chrissy. I live in Memphis. One thing I tell you, I'm scared as hell on the internet. I'm a scary dude on the internet. In person, I'll love to kiss your forehead. So when I seen Chrissy put a fake report out on me, I had no other choice. And when my son mother asked me, do you care about her? I said, hell no. And she said, let's do it. I said, let's go. My daughter mother detailed 72 Cash App transactions that came from the enterprise. Some people got multiple, but they left messages. And the messages detailed, this is for Christian. Dana don't take care of Christian, so this is for him. Can you come get on Daboski's Gun platform? Can you talk about Dana and what happened? So I said, you went as far as to try to get my kids' moms involved with some street shit between me and you, when I could have really been on some other shit and just took all of your family out of here. But I didn't. I turned the other cheek. So when I said to Queen Chrissy today on Angie Walker channel that we have your fake report, I wanted you to do that. Because do you know that all of my phone calls with you were recorded? One thing for certain, 2 things for sure. When you follow behind a no good nothing ass nigga, and when that nigga stabbed me in the back as many times as he did, I know how to protect myself against no good nothing ass people. Ask Sylvia, and I'll get to her in a few minutes. Because some shit came up again that shouldn't have. So, with this being said, she should be getting picked up soon. Do I know who's getting picked up next? I have a very good idea. But do I know for sure? No, I don't. But it's a network. It's the true enterprise. It's the whole Don Russell establishment. And I told y'all, I will take all of y'all down one by one. Y'all let y'all hate for me get y'all to the point where all of y'all got sloppy. I'm never sloppy with what I do. If I do anything, I'm never sloppy with what I say. If I say anything. Oh, Dana, you threaten people after I was threatened first. And I asked them plenty of times to leave me alone. Oh, Dana, you showed the gun. Okay, you got to prove that it was a gun that I showed. It might look like one, but have you seen the full butt of a gun? of me putting it up and threatening somebody or threatening somebody. No. But Dana, but you showed the ammo round, so I showed the ammo round. So what? Anybody can show an ammo round. But Dana, and we know you carry guns. How you know what I carry? Because you said it. Okay. So what kills me is the fake outrage. When people was in the Angie chat talking about, oh, Shabazz, you're a fucking turncoat, Levi turncoat, Dana turncoat, and this and this and this and this and this. But did you forget this?
With you, you're gonna learn a valuable lesson. You was just on YouTube saying you want to do a well-being check. The police have a civil situation already pending. Now they are in heat because of the well-being checks. And we're telling them that if they don't charge you, we gonna charge them. Now I got you saying that you want to do well-being checks on the internet. And I'm gonna use that as evidence and I'm gonna get your ass charged. Watch. Contact with you. You're gonna learn a valuable lesson. You was just on YouTube saying you want to do a well-being check. The police have a civil situation already pending. Now they are in heat because of the well-being checks. And we're telling them that if they don't charge you, we gonna charge them. Now I got you saying that you want to do well-being checks on the internet. And I'm gonna use that as evidence and I'm gonna get your ass charged. Watch.
You better be careful what you say to me. Because it might just happen to you. Remember this?
You're going to learn a valuable lesson. You was just on.
No, the same one. That same one. Hold on. I don't need two of the same drums. And remember this?
On my live, he came in the chat about a week ago. I ain't even.
Right, I was in there.
I didn't really think it was him, so I didn't really have shit to say.
Oh, okay.
I cracked some jokes. I guess I hurt his feelings. Then he was trespassing on enterprise property and didn't get a warm welcome from some people, and I guess that hurt his feelings. But
you have to welcome people to the block. Are you crazy?
And
yeah. So he was talking about what was said over here.
Yeah, and he said that Kills did tell old girl to press charges on him, and she wrote 2 letters on him. One directly.
I already said that on your panel, though, on your channel.
Yeah, but you know, I came on a neutral ground because people don't watch me, and I'm tired of hearing all this Vice Lord this and Vice Lord that. Y'all act like when I go live, I be on live, sit tripping and gang banging. I'm a grown-ass man. I ain't never talked to you about no shit like that, so why the fuck is you talking to me about some shit like that? Speak on what you know, not no shit you heard.
Well, let's see.
Bounce right back. I'm gonna hit you right back, Lord.
Get to me!
It's only a matter of time. And I'm telling you, so you can know. So you can know that I'm gonna tell you this so you can know, Bozo. Oh, now you're a vice lord. I've been a vice lord my whole life. My whole life. I've been a vice lord my whole life. Ain't no old now, nigga. I've been a vice lord my whole life. What you gonna find out, Bozo? You're gonna find out how much of a vice lord I really am. You're gonna find that shit out. You're gonna find that shit out. You're gonna find it out. But I guarantee you this, and this is something I want you to know. When I find your people, when I find them, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do it for real. I promise to God on Vice Lord, I'm gonna do it for real. I'm gonna do it for real. So know this. Know this. You was talking, and I'm gonna do it for real. So if you're gonna do something, you better do it, because I'm gonna do it for real. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. I'm just gonna wait my time. And when I see my opportunity, you gonna see what it is. Real shit. Welcome to the enterprise.
Hey, Steve, what's happening, man?
I'm telling bro, God.
All is well?
Indeed it is.
Okay, what's up with this dude on the line, man?
You know, I guess this motherfucker. This dude.
I'm sitting here minding my own business, you know what I mean? Just strolling, and I'm saying, dude, I mean, what's to this dude, man?
I think he feel that if he switched his location, he's safe.
Look, man, dude, all in your video, I don't know what's his problem, but whoever you is, my man, look, man, leave that YouTube shit with the YouTube shit, right? And don't be putting nothing else in that, if you know what I'm saying, homie.
Yeah.
Leave the V and the L out your mouth, homie, regardless of what he is, Jack. You know what I'm saying? And whatever you is, that's what you is. But don't put that in that business, man, because now you're talking on a wider spread, Jack. You know what I'm saying? And know that when you call yourself threatening one of ours, Jack, we ain't taking that too lightly, man. So, words of advice to you, brother, whoever you is, man, get out the man business with that dumb dude. Straight up.
He think it's all a game.
For real,
he think it's all a game.
You know what I'm saying? Well, motherfucker be the holler at you. And motherfucker got no keyboard, gangster, all that shit there, man. You say that shit, man. Dude, get up off that, brother. You did. Because evidently he's not on that with you, dude, and you forcing the motherfucking hand.
At this point, bro, we gonna rock and roll. We gonna rock and roll with this nigga for real.
Okay, so that's what it is, then.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what
it is, man. I'm so sorry for you, brother.
It's all good. Hey, look, bro. He gonna have to answer for everything he do. Like every man gotta answer for everything he do.
Well, that's a definite, Jack. You didn't say what you had to say. That's what it is. You know what I mean? It's SOS on it. And it's sanctioned. So, you know what you got to do from here. Don't even be talking to you. Don't even keep talking to that clown, man. You know what it is. You know, and brother, I hope that you got that message loud and clear, man.
Yeah.
Whoever you is, dude. Ain't no motherfucker get on no damn internet or none of that shit and lip box with you, homie.
He'll find
that
out.
Brother, man.
Bad news gonna beat him home.
Yeah, it done beat him already. You just said what it is, man. That's what it is. Stop talking to that clown. Fuck him.
Let me finish the show.
Yeah. I'll get at you. I'll let me when you get through, Jack.
Indeed.
Look.
There you.
And that's the same dude that live in the house with him. And that was 3 months before we got to New York and nothing happened. But I'm not finished. Let's go.
Now, dang, I done started building up a good relationship with the caseworker. I done reached out to strong black women in my chat for donations to make sure that she can get here, that they are able to give her the strength she needs. I done told her I would be there for reinforcement so she can make her complaint. You know what I mean? I got the stage set, boy. This is going to be fantastic. Now, when you sitting over there talking about suing me and all that shit, bro, how you going to sue me for your own situation? What I got to do with it? What Nari got to do with it? Lady G got to do with it? What's love got to do with it? And Shabazz, if you keep making videos like that, I will make sure that when I bring her into the police station, I say that I'm here because of the videos that you've been making and the uncomfortability that she already been feeling about coming forward and getting this off her chest. And I want them to know who you are. How you gonna beg a woman not to come forward? Then say you a Muslim. You must be one of them third world motherfucking Muslims. You know, want to blow themselves up, woman can't work, all that shit. That might be the type of dude you is. But I promise you, if you ever make another video like that, when I walk into the police station to make a report, I will mention your name. And I will play your video to their ears. Because that sounds like witness intimidation to me. You ain't got nothing to do with this. Mind your business. Mind the business that tend to you. Only thing I needed you to do is what you did today. Verify that what I said, the lady been saying. She said it right after the shit happened. She didn't wait a month, 3 months. She said shit right after shit happened. Then you out here flying motherfuckers out. We know what you did with LaToya X. We know what you did with LaToya X. So she say, Shabazz. So y'all might be a little crew. Who knows? Creep squad. Y'all might be a little creep squad. LaToya X told me you wanted that thing. She ain't want to give it to you, so you left her high and dry. You know, you picked her up, put her in the 5-star hotel. That's your game. That's your thing. That's what you brag about. Sort of like that shit they be saying in an indictment. You know what I'm saying? You got her at the 5-star hotel, got her the treatment, gave her some money. As soon as you felt she didn't want to do what you wanted her to do, it's according to her. I don't know. To recording R. Kelly lawyers, to the starting a defense fund that he didn't even ask for, that the money still hasn't been used out of, from Kanika Jenkins, from the motherfucking lady in the salon who lost her life in Boston. I mean, where the hell that your goofy ass from? Baltimore. From the obsessive behavior of dead people and y'all was friends. You just said you and Kevin Samuel used to have conversations all the time. He gave you game on how to run your podcast. Bro, you got psychotic behavior that can clearly be shown. And you got on the screen after you done been on YouTube several times showing guns, but the key thing is showing that those guns are capable of firing projectiles. You didn't just show a BB gun, show a prop gun. You popped the clip out of it and showed the bullet. You did that twice. Then you come on after this woman tell a story of you putting a gun in her head and pull a gun out on the screen.
Mm.
You a savage.
What?
You a savage. I think
What?
you're so caught up in this YouTube world that you really think you somebody and you going to bring R. Kelly home, goofy ass shit. Nigga, sit your dumb ass down.
Here we
buckle up for a
go.
ride. The ride you tried to send others on. The ride you tried to send others on, boy. Then you talking about you would sue me for slander. Ain't you the same motherfucker say I slept with a 14-year-old? Eat my dick.
So Debo, as usual, Isaac.
That was a good analogy, a good breakdown. That was a good analogy and breakdown. It was. But if I can recall, remember stuff like this? Pay attention to the top numbers. That's one. Pay attention, little homie.
Keeping up the pressure, keeping up the energy, and slowly but surely stirring the pot. Hey, I promise you this, and just think about this when I tell you this. They call me Debo in real life. People that know me call me Debo in real life. I am not 6'3", 6'6", 6'1", any of that. I'm not big as Bozo, Leela, none of that. But I am a force to be reckoned with. Take a certain type of individual to be charged with that type of crime. So when you running with the lady in the flowers, the weirdo, Miss Protein, let her know that this guy on the screen is everything that you were saying. I'm everything you were saying, Leela. You know, the certain thing, you motherfucker playing, man. That was me. You know what it is. Larry told you what it was. You didn't want to listen to him. Larry told you, Deboski ain't no joke. He told you that. I promise you, Larry told y'all early on to leave me alone. Y'all didn't want to listen to him. Y'all wanted to keep doing y'all thing. Now it's too late. It's too late to double back and say it ain't that. It's too late for that. No offense to D. Wilson. I ain't riding you, D. But I heard some shit about you got somebody for me in New York. Oh, yeah? I'm coming to New York in October, right? Had that same motherfucker you got for me when I come in October there in September for Bozo. Because I don't even know you. I don't even know you. I don't even know you. All I said is, hey, I'm going to the foundation of the problem. And anything that came from the root of it, I don't even want to be attached to. But you got somebody for me. I don't know if you do or you don't.
Interesting. Interesting. Interesting.
Hey, you say you gonna kill me, bro. You gotta do that. You gotta do that, G. You gotta put that gangster to the test.
I just want you standing there with her. I want to ask you. I never said anything to you. I never said nothing to you. No, I'm not coming over there.
You gotta come outside. Ooh, you know we stepping night and day. We gonna meet in front of the courthouse. I'm gonna blow your head off. I'm gonna blow your head back. You know, meet it. I talked about it so much. Y'all wanna do it. I talked about it so much. Y'all wanna do it. But do it. You gotta come outside.
You can't even go in.
Man, I wanna do it. Rah. I wanna do it. Yeah, it look like that dildo in that boo-boo. Look like that dildo up in there. It look like that dildo up in there. It look like that dildo up in there. It look like that dildo up in there. You gotta come outside. You know we stepping naughty.
So what kills me is how the Dirty Prize is saying he's innocent and this, but you're this.
My white baby mama make more 20 times more. My white baby mama make more than your baby mama make 20 times more.
Fucking my wife's fucking daughter.
And look. Now look.
This is round 3.
This is serious.
Not round 1.
Because if we just yelling at each other, we ain't gonna get nowhere, right? Now, can you go get your white baby mama so I can look at that ass again? And I'm gonna go get my white baby mama. And we can show these asses on the screen. My baby mama got a black girl ass. You dreaming for a factor.
Hey, mama.
You dreaming for a
I
factor.
swear to God, I'll
You
run
dreaming for a factor. Go get that ass. That ass that I'm gonna be fucking real soon.
All right, go get your wife's big mom. Once she sees me, she's gonna leave your stupid Malcolm Jamel ass and fucking come to me, idiot.
Yeah. You think she gonna be banging your bed at night?
Yeah, your wife sees me and knows I make $70,000 a year. She's gonna dump your broke ass and fucking come to Texas, idiot.
That's not enough. My
Yeah, I'm trying to keep you caught up, Dom. This is round 3. You're gonna be in jail in like 7 months.
Hey, Sylvia.
It's called the Rico Act, idiot.
Hey, Drew. Hey, Sylvia. We tell Dream my baby mama make 100,000. My baby mama make 100,000.
All right, where's she at?
And I'm gonna fuck the shit out your wife.
Oh my.
That's the fact.
In the fuck shit.
I believe that you win that shit on your head.
Wait for me, and then I can go be with somebody.
Me,
I really want to
win that shit on your head.
So
you can't even.
So he have a track record of terrorizing the community, along with his friend Sylvia. Remember, that's recent. He's on Sylvia's page. That's when he said that he wanted to screw the white man in the butt. Right? So people tend to forget that track records are out there. And while I'm on Sylvia, I think you need to pay attention to this part and on, because you're next. So while you up there talking about, oh, Dana J. Oh, Dana J. You know what? I'm going to park that for a second because I want to do this. I want to do it like this. I want to do it like this. Just so people can understand where I'm going at. And they can understand exactly what I'm doing and what I'm saying. And I don't want to be all over the place. So I believe sharing is caring. So while I'm sharing, let's care a little bit. Shout out to Lovely One, who always keeps it a buck. Now, they trying to go in on me or whatever, but Lovely One said, nobody's fool. You should be the last to body shame someone else. Are you hungry? And then Rose Carrera said, Snake Squad left because they were smart. Lady G, Yellow, Nobody, Queen, NW, you all supported that mess he was doing, and now look what it caused, shaking my head. Leslie Jennings said, I do not like what Levi said about that guest or Africans. Okay. Then Sheen Fishy said, Seen Fishy No Dove said, I'm waiting on you, Wood, at James Harris. Okay. Let's go ahead. One thing I can say, the Dream Team stands alone. All right. So Shaniqua said he wanted to be in jail. All that barking he be doing. And on Angie Lives. Then she put a laughing emoji and a tongue looking out. So everybody's fool. Everybody's fool, which is married to the Lord Dick Sucker Daboski. She said, Bozo next. Okay. I'm going to tell you the same thing I told everybody else. Hold your breath and wait for it. I bet they be finding you over in England somewhere, laid out dead for holding your breath and you dying. So then, you know, Little One said, right, Mac Dom. Then the setup was real, said Mac Dom, and that one, whatever. Queen Christie, well, Sheen Fishy No Dove said, and Leslie Jennings, Daboski took one for the team. I'm going to have to make his dream a reality. Jesus Christ. How stupid can people be? Lovely One said, so keep on praying for his downfall and watch him rise up 100. I appreciate you, Lovely One. You're nothing but a real one for trying to educate these fools. So Lady G said, Dom, facts, why they picked the Boski? Why not? Why not? He made it too obvious and easy. So Leslie Jennings said, any funds sent was for the children if it offended anyone. Don't accept the cash. So I guess that's when I said what I said to Sheen Fishy. Leslie Jennings said, any funds sent was for the children if it offended anyone. Nah, but you can't send nothing to my offspring because of an idiot that want to be with my offspring's mom. So all of y'all fell into that. Y'all gonna pay for that. I promise you that. Y'all gonna pay for that. So Sheen Fishy said, at James Harris, bite me. Eric Brown said, is Rainbowski getting bond? Scorpio Queen said, wow. Everybody fool said, who cares? Go take care of your kids. Oh. Who cares? Go take care of your kids. Okay. So Healing Within said, wait, so Levi was the one to get Debo locked up? I thought it was Larry. Y'all all looking in the wrong direction. So Sheen Fishy said, facts. Send it back. I felt sorry for her. Ooh. Facts. Send it back. I felt sorry for her. And I'm going to put it up there. Just so people know when the next ball drop, why it's dropping. Facts. Send it back. I felt sorry for her. How can you feel sorry for somebody who don't know you? Who never came out and told you her story? You hearing it third party from a nigga who hate the father of his offspring. I'm going to show y'all just how deep this going to go. I told you, it's on for life with me. So, Lovely One put harassment. Facts. Perspective Me said informant talk. What? Okay. Mello put the setup is real delusional. Okay. This little skinny Herman the Monster, wig wearing, big forehead, dick jumping, I want American penis all up in me says fat fuck. Okay. Cool. Star put, is he in jail? Perspective Me says she spoke her mind. No threats were made. James Harris at Sheen Fishy, don't you be next. Lovely One doing Rainbowski dirty work, shaking my head. Don't tell her nothing. It's going to find her right behind bars. Social, that's a damn lie. Okay. Okay. So here's what I'm going to say. Sissy Pooh said, where the crime and cash at? There's never been a crime in Cash App, but there's a crime in what you're using it for. So evidently, I'm going to read that too. So Littleton said, so he got to throw a ranch in the mix. That's dumb. Yes, I sent her money. The fuck? Here we go. That's dumb. Yes, I sent her money. Okay, you're entering into business that you had nothing to do with. Lovely One hit on the head. That's harassment. She don't know you. Will said at one time DJ tried to intimidate Azriel Clary on a daily. Oh yeah, he got an answer for that too. That's all what they got to do. I don't got nothing to do with that one. However, I have the screenshots of her admitting everything. That's all I needed. So when I get to Sylvia talking about, and she did live on her backup page talking about he missed a court date again. Did this and this and this and this. First of all, I never got no type of date of when court was. So now the court reporter is going to get in trouble. Thank you for putting that out there. But also at the same time, pay attention to the conversation. Ronnie C said, be careful with your case. He can refile again, so you shouldn't ignore the filings. If you properly answered, you may have won the judgment with prejudice. This will stop him for refiling. Good luck. God works, but the devil stay busy. Sylvia, in her other page, which is Tall Tale, said, if he refile, then I will see him in court. He still hasn't paid me for the judgment I won back in August. How stupid can you be to go and answer yourself on your page under a whole nother page that you're trying to be incognito about? And this is the same page that now hangs under Larry, the grown man's page. Why do y'all do that? Y'all trying to camouflage yourself to go hang up under another nigga page? Man, who gives a fuck? Just be real. But check this out. On a Curcio hearing, you have 4 years to refile. But I ain't waiting that long. I'm going to refile tomorrow. Just to let you know. I'll see you in court. Make sure your shit matches mine. Cause now the court reporter is about to get in trouble. Because I never got nothing stating that we had any type of court date. And I called down there 3 weeks ago and they said it's nothing on the docket. So thank you, Sylvia. You're known for getting people in trouble. But you got bigger fish to fry because Leavenworth about to hand down that gauntlet. Trust me when I say it. Trust me when I say it. So, with all of that being said, people act like that Rainbowski ain't do nothing wrong. He ain't do nothing. Well, let me show y'all some things. Remember when you put this and you tried to act like that my kid's mom was your baby mama and you said you're going to sponsor her? Remember that? Remember this?
Well, Facebook, first of all, I wanted to say thank you to everyone for all the birthday wishes. And boy, so I just feel extra blessed today, not only because I was allowed to have breath and life in my 33-year-old body
And remember
today,
that?
but to share
The same one that
such
favors
a special moment
Rashonda
of my life with those
or should I say
who
Rashona?
truly love
And remember that?
and have
Remember
helped
this?
me to grow as a better person.
Look at the title.
Helped me to develop more into my
Look at the title.
with my own strengths. So today was a day that I definitely will never forget.
You don't know if me and this young lady talk or not. But that's what Sheen Fishy talking about. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to donate to her. Whoa. If y'all wasn't stalking her, then you wouldn't know anything. If y'all wasn't stalking her, you wouldn't know what's going on. But Sharon Monet, which is Queen Diva, aka Monet, that are mods on Rainbowski's channel, is the one that gave him all the information to my kids' moms, the videos and everything. It's personal with me. And I don't care who don't like it. It's personal with me. So let's finish hearing what she had to say.
Very much so. More than enough confirmation of my life to know that I'm moving accordingly with my life. I'm living my life more on purpose now. It's more reason in my life for the things that I am doing. Not only am I serving my community and helping others who are in a vulnerable state.
What's up, Vi?
But
What's up, Vi?
I'm able to touch those who may feel hopeless and motivating those who may feel thoughtless or may feel forgotten. Very special. I can truly say that overall, I'm overjoyed.
You good, bro?
With, if you just knew, all the happiness and greatness that's beginning to pour out of me to help others. So today is my birthday, yes, just my Earth Day. But today definitely was a day that has definitely shown us a bigger picture, and that is more plans in my life. More plans for me to help others in my life. So I would say I definitely got all my birthday wishes, and that I must be doing something right with my life, because I have, thank you. Oh, thank you. Just don't forget, I definitely want to go see your mixtape party, Mr. Turner. But, living on purpose, definitely. So, just warming up. That's all I'm going to say. But thank you again.
Now, does that warrant, or do that sound like somebody that's having baby daddy problems? Did it sound anything like someone that's having baby daddy problems? But when I told y'all the Fed sitting on these channels and watching, everybody thought I was joking. A lot of your followers are dummies and stupid. And they stink. Like you said, the one who got bad vagina problems. So if you stink, I know they stink. But one of the major threats that got you picked up came from you. It just so happened that I have it. And your threat went like this.
You out of there. Tell anybody that's listening I said that shit. I even think you said something about my kids. If I even feel like my kids involved in this shit. Think in my mind, Dana. You listening? Play with me. Sky Zone, Sylvia, play with me. Play with my kids and I will fucking find you motherfuckers. I'm not fucking lying. Push me over the edge. Push me. Play with my fucking kids. I dare you. I dare you. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Trayvon Martin, I was at the rally in Chicago for Trayvon Martin. Why? Because I got a fucking kid. I've been saying unfit parents. Why? Because I got a fucking kid. Play with my kid.
Hold on. Amani Thurman, you said it sounds like she's having a baby daddy problems to me, just my opinion. And that's cool. However, people's opinions come when I know who the fuck you are. So now just my opinion goes a little something like this.
All right. Oh, I got feeling. Oh, you finna get blocked. Yep, you finna get blocked. You put your... I blocked him. I blocked them. Oh yeah, I blocked them.
That's just my opinion, okay? Now I'm back to what I was saying.
I do 30 with a smile. I do 30 with a smile. You play with my fucking kids, I even think somebody said something about my fucking kids. And you heard what I said about yours. You done heard all the disrespect from me. Play with my kids if you want to. Play with me. Think I won't. Think I won't. You better read the news clippings, the ones you don't tell the people. Hey, play with my kids. Play with my kids and you bitches is out of there.
Okay,
on my mama.
They got it.
That shit right there, Angelo, how you gonna come over here and try to play a father role when you a motherfucker out here scoping for imprivate women in the ghetto? How you gonna fucking come and try to play Captain Saver role for women and build a company off that shit when you're threatening to tell Cass Jones experiences that she shared with you that she had growing up? How the fuck is you raising young kings but your fucking son want to be a young queen? Play with my shit and I will fucking front door you broad daylight. Broad daylight. In front of the choir, I don't give a fuck, Larry. Anybody talk about my kids, I done played your door the best in her ass, all that shit. Anybody play with my kids. Anybody. That's all I need is a... Your ass gonna be out of space. You gonna be out of space. You gonna meet NASA. You gonna be McNair and the rest of the motherfuckers. Cause your ass going out of space. I don't give a fuck who it is. If I even think you play with my kid, your ass out of there. And that's because this shit going too far.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing, boy. Let my son make it.
Hey, Larry.
I'm just saying. So when you doing shit like that, you got to be prepared for shit like this. Let's read. The headline, if Kells go down, everybody going down. R. Kelly fan charged with threatening federal prosecutors in New York. Oh boy. An avid R. Kelly fan has been arrested in the Chicago area on federal charges alleging he threatened to storm. Hold on. Alleging he threatened to storm the U.S. Attorney's office in New York. Christopher Gunn, 39, of Bolingbrook, was charged in a criminal complaint unsealed Monday in U.S. District Court in Brooklyn with making threats involving serious bodily injury or death. Gunn, who also goes by the name Dabowski, was arrested here Saturday and appeared Monday afternoon in Chicago's federal courthouse, where a judge ordered him held in custody pending a detention hearing later this week. Prosecutors are asking that he be brought to New York in custody to face the charges. Prosecutors are asking that he be brought to New York in custody, meaning no bail, to face the charges in New York. According to the complaint, Gunn, who attended at least one day of Kelly's trial on racketeering charges in September, posted a video on YouTube about a week after the trial ended that showed the location of the U.S. Attorney's office in Brooklyn. Gunn, who has been identified in previous local news reports, as a member of an R. Kelly fan club. Here we go. Allegedly told his viewers to get real familiar with this building, because if Kells go down, everybody's going down. That's where they work at. Gunn allegedly said in the video, "We're going to storm their office. If you ain't got the stomach for the bull sugar honey iced tea, we about to do. I'm asking that you just bail out." Gunn also named 3 prosecutors who were on the case, repeating that he and other unnamed individuals were going to storm them as well, the charges alleged. Shortly after, Gunn shared with viewers a clip from the 1991 movie Boys in the Hood, showing a character about to be shot to death, according to the complaint. Just days ago, Gunn called for Kelly fans to gather at Kelly's sentencing hearing in Brooklyn on Wednesday. "I have a spot for us all to link during the trial. See you there," he said, according to the charges. Oh my God. How stupid can you be, Mr. Untouchable? How stupid can you be? That's the same time you threatened to kill me and blow my head off. The complaint also alleged that Gunn has been accepting payments on Cash App from people who make comments like 30 rounds, free R. Kelly, and 30 rounds on the haters. Well, we know who said this. This was Nari. This was Shane Fishy. And this is Yellow Michelle. So we know who said it. Do I got to pull the screenshots? An agent with the U.S. Department of Homeland Security Investigations wrote in the complaint affidavit that he believed the reference to rounds reference gun selling firearm ammunition to commenters on his YouTube channel. Kelly, 55, was convicted by a jury in September of racketeering conspiracy involving 12 individual criminal acts, including sex with multiple underage girls, as well as a 1994 scheme to bribe an Illinois public aid official to get a phony ID for the 15-year-old singer Aaliyah so the two could get illegally married. He is scheduled to be sentenced in Brooklyn on Wednesday. But listen to this. Gunn's YouTube channel, which was still publicly available on Monday, features dozens of videos about Kelly's case. Some are hours long, and many appear to focus on various players in the Kelly saga, accusers, lawyers, even the judge who presided over his New York trial, whom he describes with homophobic epithets. Wow. That's going to get him some time right there. Gunn is part of a complicated and apparently lucrative subculture that sprang up on YouTube and social media after the allegations against Kelly exploded in 2019, with the Lifetime docuseries Surviving R. Kelly, eventually leading to federal indictments in Brooklyn and Chicago, as well as similar charges in Cook County. Since then, Kelly supporters and detractors have devoted countless hours on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, pursing every last detail of the singer's life and the charges against him. A Bureau of Prisons official is suspected of accessing Kelly's emails and phone calls while in custody and leaking them to a different YouTube personality. When a South suburban woman posted Kelly's $100,000 $1 million bail in the Cook County case in February 2019, she instantly became a hot topic of conversation, with some bloggers on social media calling for a boycott of the restaurant she owns, while others wrongly identified her as the operator of a Southside daycare. As the trial unfolded in New York last fall, one blogger who posts under the name Infamous Sylvia used actors to read aloud from the trial transcripts, creating what she billed as role and reenactment. Two things you need to worry about. Check this out. As the trial unfolded in New York last fall, one blogger who posts under the name Infamous Sylvia, one thing for certain, two things for sure, they're not going to call your name if they ain't coming. They're not going to call your name if they're not coming. Secondly, use actors. So they calling the people on her page that was reading, like Dom K and them, they're calling them actors. So the government never called Dana J an actor. That's what I show y'all that I am in real life. But what up, Levi? How you feeling, fine? But what y'all need to understand is the government is calling y'all actors in real life. And then it says, Sylvia used actors to read aloud from the trial transcripts. Creating, this is the phrase you need to be worried about. Creating what she billed. That word right there is going to cost you 10 years. What she billed as role reenactment. Not what she had, not what she did, but she charged people for the trial transcripts just to be read aloud by the actors that she used on her page as role reenactment. That's against the law. You cannot resell government transcripts. Make it make sense. I told everybody, if you come in contact with Don, get the hell away. So I'm going to ask y'all this question. Do you think Don gave a fuck about y'all when it came to his freedom? Everybody page he been on, I guarantee you he implicated you some way, shape, form, or fashion. And if y'all remember, when I came out and said Sylvia apologizing to Don Russell, she's in the mix. So, the update, an attorney for Gunn was not listed on the court docket as of Monday afternoon. Wow. Note, a previous version of the story incorrectly stated that Gunn was accused of threatening victims from R. Kelly's criminal trial. The Jane Doe victims referenced in the charges are the prosecutors from the case. So they took him from worse to extreme worse. Because the Jane Doe victims, that he could have got off with that. But you threatening the prosecutors. Ain't no coming back from that. Ain't no coming back from that. So what I'm going to do is I didn't have authorization to show y'all his indictment, but when it come out publicly, I will be reading it again. But let's touch on this real quick. United States of America against Christopher Gunn, also known as Dubosky, Gunn, and Dubosky. But it's how we're going to play this game. Eastern District of New York, Ryan Shabbat. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold on. If y'all know what this is, hold on. Because, see, I don't forget anything. Hold on. oh shit, he's in trouble. Ryan Shabbat being duly sworn deposes. Oh my God. This is the same agent that was stalking Kales. Nika Jackson, if you don't know what's going on, please sit the fuck down. You really getting on my fucking nerves. But this is the same agent see, witness for government direct. This is the same agent, and I spelled his name wrong, so it's Chabot. This is the same agent that tracked Kales, which means they're all crossing each other. Because I'm going to take you back. You remember when trial first started, and it was said that me and Daboski was on this list? How ironic that Ryan Shabbat will have Robert Kelly and Daboski, unless the person that was supposed to have had the list has been talking to Ryan Shabbat. This is the same guy, and I'm going to tell you, he's about my size and stature. He's Puerto Rican built. He the one that said, we can't find the backpack. So I get it now. When the marshals told me, oh, we've been waiting on you. And when I never gave him a reason for me to act out. I get it. At that time, me and Daboski was okay. So they was debating on me and Daboski coming up there to act a fool when we see Sylvia. But the only person that could have gave or spoken to Ryan Shabbat would have been Sean Hurst, the PI. Because Ryan Shabbat wouldn't talk to anybody else. So let's read. Ryan Shabbat, being duly sworn, deposes and states that he is a special agent with the United States Department of Homeland Security. Homeland Security investigation duly appointed according to law and acting as such. On or about October the 4th, 2021, in the Eastern District of New York, October the 4th, 2021. On or about October the 4th, 2021, in the Eastern District of New York and elsewhere, Christopher Gunn knowingly and intentionally transmitted an interstate and foreign commerce communications containing threats to injure the person of another, to wit, threats that would result in the death or seriously bodily injury of Jane Doe 1, Jane Doe 2, and Jane Doe 3. Whose identities are known to the affiant. Hold on. This is somebody else's work, so I gotta read it as it go. Because I don't want to skip nothing. Okay. The source of your deponent's information and the grounds for his beliefs are as follows. I'm a special agent with the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, Homeland Security's investigation, HSI, and have been since October 2017. I am currently assigned to HSI's New York field office, and more specifically to a squad that investigates human trafficking. Right, that's what he said in court. I am responsible for conducting and assessing and investigations into the activities of individuals and criminal groups responsible for sex trafficking and related offenses. That should tell you something. I have had significant training and experience in investigating a wide range of crimes involving violence and threats of violence, including threats made by telephone, online, and through other electronic means. I am familiar with the facts and circumstances set forth below from my participation in the investigation. My review of the investigative file includes the defendant's criminal history record and from reports of other, hold on. My reports from of other law enforcement officers involved in the investigation. Unless specifically indicated, all conversations and statements described in this affidavit are related in sum and substance and hold on. Related in sum and substance and in part only. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of New York and HSI's New York Field Office have been investigating Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, here in Kelly, and others for their participation in a racketeering enterprise involving, among other things, bribery, extortion, and the production of child pornography, transportation of women and girls across state lines to engage in illegal sexual. Because the purpose of this complaint is to set forth only those facts necessary to establish probable cause to arrest, I have not described all the relevant facts and circumstances of which I am aware. Oh my God. Activity including sexual contact with individuals who were too young to consent to such activity under state law, and failure to notify sexual partners of sexually transmitted disease prior to engaging in sexual intercourse in violation of state law. Wait a minute. If they doing all that, and I'm gonna keep it real, how can they federally charge Robert for something that they are alleging is state? That's state law, not federal law. So how can they charge Robert with federal charges under state law? Make it make sense. But let's finish. And related substantive offenses, and for arranging for travel and interstate commerce with intent to promote, manage, establish, and carry on an extortion in violation of state law. On September the 27th, 2021, Kelly was convicted in the U.S. District Court. Hold on. Kelly was convicted in the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of New York following a jury trial of racketeering involving predicate racketeering acts of robbery, sexual exploitation of a child, forced labor, and Mann Act violations. See United States versus Robert Sylvester Kelly. Criminal docket number 19286. Okay. Jane Doe 1, 2, and 3 served as the assistant United States attorneys responsible for the federal prosecution of Kelly in the above captioned matter. Kelly is scheduled to be sentenced on June 29, 2022. The defendant, Christopher Gunn, is a resident of Bolingbrook, Illinois. Hold on. I might have went too far. The defendant, Christopher Gunn, is a resident of Bolingbrook, Illinois. On the internet, Gunn uses the alias Daboski Gunn and Daboski to post content to various social media accounts. As of at least September 2021, the defendant Christopher Gunn was aware of the federal investigation and prosecution of Kelly and discussed that investigation and prosecution in various social media content. On September the 3rd, 2021, records from the United States District Court for the Eastern District of New York indicate that Christopher Gunn signed an overflow courtroom attendance log to publicly view the trial of Kelly. Whoa. Christopher Gunn provided a telephone number ending in 1345. The 1345 number, open source and law enforcement database searchers confirmed the 1345 number belongs to Gunn. That's why I'm glad I never got close to. Ooh. Hold on. Because we're going to 5. Go to 6. On or about October the 4th, 2021, the defendant Christopher Gunn narrated a video titled Get Real Familiar. The video, which was live streamed on YouTube on the Dubosky Gunn YouTube account, which belongs to Gunn. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Hold on for a second. Hold on for a second. Mm-hmm. On or about October the 4th, 2021, the defendant Christopher Gunn narrated a video titled Get Real Familiar. The video, which was live streamed on YouTube on the Dubosky Gunn YouTube account, which belongs to Gunn. The video features a male voice, who, for the reasons stated below, I have identified as Gunn, relating the following messages. I want y'all to get real familiar with this building. I'm about to wait a minute. Hold on. The video features a male voice, the male voice in parentheses, who for the reasons stated below, I have identified as Gunn, relating the following message. I want y'all to get real familiar with this building. I'm about to pull up and show to you. I'm gonna show you exactly where we were going to be going. And we're going to get real familiar with this building. And this building is going to get real familiar with the Enterprise, also known as Kel Steppers. We know who is going to stick to everything that I told you, which is that if Kel's goes down, everybody's going down. I believe that the reference to Kel's is a reference to Kelly. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Approximately 2 minutes into the video, the defendant Christopher Gunn states in sum and substance and in relevant part, you see this building right here? That building is located right outside the courthouse where R. Kelly was being prosecuted at. It's the first building on the corner. That is the United States. Hold on, let's see. Okay. That is the United States Federal Prosecution Office. Gunn then displays a photograph of a location on Caveman Plaza East in Brooklyn, New York, the photograph, which I know to be the United States Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of New York. A Google search box which reads U.S. Attorney Eastern District New York Office is displayed in the video above the photograph. 8. In the video, while the photograph is on the screen, the defendant Christopher Gunn states in sum and substance and in relevant part. That's where, hold on. Okay, that's where they at. That's where they work at. We're going to storm their office. We're going to storm, Lord have mercy. We're going to storm their office. We're going to storm Jane Doe 1, Jane Doe 2, and Jane Doe 3. We're going to storm their office. The defendant, Christopher Gunn, further states, if you ain't got the stomach for the shit we about to do, I'm asking that you just bail out. Shortly after, Gunn shares a video containing a scene from the 1991 crime drama movie Boys in the Hood. In the scene, 4 males ride in a vehicle. One of the males begins to load a firearm, and one of the males asks to be let out of the vehicle. The sound of a gunshot being fired can be heard. Individual one, whose identity is known to me and who has known the defendant Christopher Gunn for several years, has reviewed the video and identified the male voice as Gunn. In addition, I have reviewed the video and other publicly available social media video postings made by Gunn and Gunn's voice, as captured in other publicly available social media video postings, closely resembles the male voice captured in the video. Additionally, the video depicts a profile photograph of Gunn and the Daboski Gunn username, which Gunn has publicly identified as his own. Furthermore, law enforcement analysis of Gunn's social media accounts have identified information which I believe, based on my training, experience, and participation in the investigation, to be reference to Gunn's affiliation with the Kelly case. Uh-oh. Hold on. Hold on. Whoever sold federal transcripts is definitely in trouble. Hold on. Which Gunn has pointed to. Okay. Furthermore, law enforcement analysts of Gunn social media accounts, which I believe, based on my training experience and participation in this investigation, to be a reference to Gunn's affiliation with the Kelly case. For example, on or about April 15th, 2022, Gunn narrated a YouTube live video titled R. Kelly Propaganda Part 46, Who is Ann Donnelly and What's Up with Nature Boy, Cash Out, on the Daboski Gunn YouTube account. Jesus Christ. The video includes the hashtags hashtag free R. Kelly. Oh my God. Hashtag Ann Donnelly, hashtag Kel Steppers. I believe that Ann Donnelly to be references to United States District Judge Ann M. Donnelly, who presided over Kelly's trial. This ain't good. On or about June 24th, 2022, the defendant Christopher Gunn posted the following message using his Daboski Gunn YouTube account. Hashtag the Enterprise. I have a spot for us all, sick. To link during the trial, See you there. A YouTube user comments, cool, free R. Kelly. And another YouTube user comments, and some, oh, but I want to make sure I see all this. Hold on. Okay. And another YouTube user comments in some and substance in part, man, please free Robert Sylvester Kelly, aka R. Kelly. Based on my training experience and participation in this investigation, as well as the timing and the context of this conversation, I believe gun is referencing Kelly's supporters, the enterprise. R. Kelly, Robert Sylvester Kelly, aka R. Kelly, 2, indicating he has a location within the Eastern District of New York for Kelly supporters to gather during the upcoming Kelly sentencing scheduled for June the 29th, 2022. I have a spot for us all, 6, to link during the trial. And 3, declaring that he will be present for the Eastern District of New York at that time. See you there. 12, and an analysis of records from Squire Inc., managers of the mobile payment application Cash App, reveals approximately 8 transactions between February 26, 2021 and June 1st, 2022, which based on the investigation to date indicates the defendant Christopher Gunn engaged in sale of firearm ammunition and retaliation to Kelly. And retaliation to the Kelly matter. For example, on or about February 26, 2021, a Cash App user paid Gunn $20 for, hold on. Hold on. Okay. 30. Whoa, wait a minute. Something right. I went too far. Okay, right here. User paid Gunn $20 for 30 rounds on the haters. On or about August 22nd, 2021, a Cash App user paid Gunn $20 for 30 rounds. Free R. Kelly. On or about June the 1st, 2022, a Cash App user paid Gunn $15 for 30 rounds. So this nigga was selling gun bullets on the side. Wow. And he ain't supposed to have none of that. Based on my training experience and participation in this investigation, I believe the reference to rounds to be a reference to firearm ammunition. Yeah. So if he's selling ammunition, which he claims around that time, but that T Baby had, and she got her gun permit, and she was able to carry, and he also referenced the fact that T Baby would be the one that will harm anybody that swings on him. Let's make this make sense. I got 209 in the chat. Man, let's get me to over 100 likes. Come on, y'all. Hit that like button as you coming in or going out. Thank y'all for participating. Thank y'all and for looking at this commentary. Wherefore, your deponent respectfully requests an arrest warrant for the defendant Christopher Gunn, also known as the Boski Gun and the Boski, so that he may be dealt with accordingly to law. I further request that the court issue an order sealing until further order of the court. All papers submitted in support of this application, including the affidavit and arrest warrant, based upon my training and experience, I have learned that criminals actively, hold on. I have learned that criminals actively search for criminal affidavits and arrest warrants via the internet. Therefore, premature disclosure of the contents of this affidavit and related documents will seriously jeopardize the I went back. Okay. So when it come public, I will read it. Yeah, when it come public, I read it. Okay. So that pretty much tell you what's going on right there. You feel me? That pretty much let you know what's going on and everything that's going on. It's weird. It's dumb. It's stupid. And I don't think nobody need to put their self into this bullcrap. I think it's real crazy. Honestly. Hold on. Hold on. Oh. Oh. Hold on. Let's send this over. Because y'all need to see this. Hold on. I was wrong. I stand corrected. Man, Lord have mercy. Jesus Christ. I stand corrected. I was wrong. I don't like to be wrong. I don't like to be wrong. Hold on. Oh, Jesus. I don't like to be wrong. And I'm right, and I was very wrong about this. Hold on. So, we got to go here. On Angie channel, they said that nobody said those things about, what was allegedly said. They said that Debo or Rainbowski ain't say certain things. They said that he ain't never say, but they said that Rainbowski ain't never say on his channel that he got a place for everybody in New York, that the government was reaching. Hey, Hail Mary. Well, here we go. Here we go. Here you go. It says hashtag the enterprise. I have a spot for us all to link during the trial. See you there. It's right here. So everything that man is saying is factual. Everything that man is saying is factual. But I called names out of people who I thought it was. I just knew I seen certain names, but I was wrong there too. Because here are the people that said it. Once again, you have the Bolski's runaway pit bull, Nigel Wright, said, right, LW, the R&B singers then and now are whack, even when Robert was free. But they need him to save them. They need to help get him out. Yeah, for y'all seen it. Lady G said, cool, free R. Kelly. Everything he said in his arrest warrant is right there. LW, I don't know who this is, said, man, please free Robert Sylvester Kelly, aka R. Kelly. If I have to hear another low budget, no singing versus help. And then you see it got 3 replies from Rainbowski, Gunn, and others. It's right there. So yeah, I was wrong for that. I thought it was, other folks. But one thing's for sure, 2 things for certain. It's going to be hard for T-Baby. And that's cool. Again, I know I was very crucial of T-Baby, right? So what I'm going to say is keep this young lady in y'all prayers, man. The reason why I say that is because her prayers was answered, which lets you know that she was being abused by the guy, Rainbowski. So the one of those people run to and think he's telling the truth, she was being abused. Dana, I don't believe you. I think you're lying. Check it. See for yourself. She said, and it's so hard. Fragments of my mind put, I never craved peace like I do now. I don't want to wake up bothered, angry, bitter, no negative energy or thoughts. I just want to be happy and at peace with everything. That was 2 days ago. And they came and got him 2 days ago. So the only advice I got now is run, Simba. Don't go back. Run. Go far away. Simba. Run. Run. So like I was saying, he can fool those people. But I know for a fact, if Don Russell's calling you, if he appear at your crib, if he appear at your job, y'all doing business. Y'all doing business. And like I said, body language don't lie. But I find it funny that Don Russell just had a hearing. And now the people that was out doing his bidding are about to be booked. Let's take it a step further. Have you noticed everybody that was on that panel that I win at, that Don has acknowledged, has either been booked or have gone silent? Think about it. Think about it. Don't forget to be determined. But think about it. Natalie said Christopher Gunn was ordered held in custody pending a detention hearing on Wednesday. Prosecutors will be asking that he remain in custody and brought to New York to face the charges. Oof. Cameron said, but at least you admit when you're wrong, Dana, because others throw stone and hide their hands. Facts. Facts. I don't know how to do nothing else but to admit my wrongs. You know? Oh my God, I have been missing a lot due to late night work. It's third quarter for me at work. Okay. Michelle, he in jail shouting 30 rounds. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Tell guys FBI agents are watching. I told him that. When you see me back away from stuff, man, no. They are holding the king based on lies and other people's actions. Because when they said that Robert have ways or means of still, reaching out to people, they were talking about those folks that kept harassing people. They were talking about the dirty prize. They were talking about at that time YTF. I mean, I look. I just don't get it, man. I don't. And it's like, and you would think once YTF calmed down that the dirty prize would have calmed down, but it seemed like, but they got even more excited. I mean, right, Darlene. He works in his own time. I mean, I'm just keep his children in prayer. Oh yeah, Rob kids definitely in prayer. I was watching Dana 5 days a week and weeks, but work got me right now. Oh, trust me, I know how that be. This is your time to free yourself and move on, get away, get out. Yeah, if T Baby watching, this is what she need to do. You know what I mean? Can't talk negative about anything. They trying their best to put R. Kelly under the jail cell, and his lawyer's going to have a field day. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's getting close to his proud. They trying to attach all these demon people to him, and he has nothing to do with them. Facts. That's why I say when it comes to this one, I will testify against this one. God is opening the door for you now. If T Baby watching this, Bedbug is connected. Dawn too. Yeah. Dawn is probably snitching. Man, if he snitched about a bag of weed, a dime bag of weed, he's snitching. And phases too. Man. Yeah, it's getting, man. That's why I say what I say. I didn't understand it at first. This was crazy. Yeah, I didn't understand it at first, but Orkin is coming for y'all stupid. Orkin coming for Bedbug. Queen, not Orkin, right? Hold on. If they want to take him to New York, this is federal taking care of him. Oh yeah, facts. Phases was in the bull crap. Was in with the bull. Yeah, yeah, she was. Dana J, you gonna have to watch it back for real. Oh, I know. I'm gonna watch more. Oh, I know. And they listened to Con Russell shaking my head. Yep. TBD is Don biggest cheerleader. Yep. Yep. To be determined. And Stevie Ponders. Stevie Ponders. What about the money scams? Their day coming too. Dream Team still standing. Yep. Shorty, but that day coming too. Facts, Darlene Williams. On the same day as R. Kelly sentencing, shaking my head, they're trying to link this together. There's no connection. Facts. It's so hard to believe you're not for daddy. What? Hold on. Man, have you thought about it could have something to do with Don Russell and that award? Since, of course, I've been told y'all that too. Let's see. Ashley Kaysen said, Dana with everyone saying you're not being for Robert is so hard to believe. And you know what I say, Ashley? Hell with them folks. My actions and my body of work speak for itself. Ashley only lies. Facts. It's so hard to believe you're not for that. Well, I put like this: if anybody want to believe that, but that's on them. Goodness, who let the crazies out? Right. Ashley Kaysen said, yeah, Dream Team apparently had been. Oh, depending on what you say, you better watch that for 3 years, maybe, or maybe not begging. What? Mm. See, I'm glad my sister don't have cash yet. Meant behind the scenes. I'm lost of what you're talking about, Ashley. A lot of arrest warrants are being created now. I am getting goosebumps. Loving it. Uh-oh. Sharon Wimbush gonna have a field day. Yeah. I'm watching with oh Jesus. Here we go. And Levi for Kelly boys. Hold on. Bolingbrook. About to snatch. About to snitch. Wow. What about opinionated? I don't know nothing about that. Who? Sorry, Dana. Daddy is Robert. Sorry, too. I agree. They all sound was not true. Huh? Them like so. At this point, Phases believed them. I don't think she was a part of it. But to me, all of it was too much for her. That's why she changed her brand. No, that's not why she changed her brand, bro. Right. I don't read. Okay. Dana J Clubhouse. Oh yeah, that's my Clubhouse joint. And we going to trust me. And we gonna be on there tonight. Hold on, my lead up. Once again, this is my Clubhouse link. Go download the app. We gonna be on there tonight. Hey, OKC, God bless you. Okay. In due time, people will finally wake up and realize that Dana Levi has always been for Rob because the real snakes been exposed that tried to condemn their character. Facts. Facts. Eminem said it best. Had to give him a career just to destroy it. Facts. Pray for Mr. Kelly. His sentence is Wednesday. Yeah. I bet the Bolski having a field day bending over. What up, face? What up, face? Oh, man. Look. Good night, Michelle. Everyone got to be online at 6 a.m. Love you. Love you back. Love you back. And face is crazy. Yo, I'm not, man. Y'all about to start joning. Dana J, I told you they coming. Oh, yeah. Trust me, I know. Oh, Shabazz gonna go in on this one. I don't know. I think Shabazz trying to stay out the way. Honestly, I think he's trying to stay out the way of that. That's not something that you want to jump in the middle of. AL Stratton was good. At Dana, it got heated up in here tonight. Yeah, a little bit. I cannot wait for Shabazz's view on this too. Uh-oh. I don't know, but I want to hear his view too. But look, that's all I got for y'all tonight. We about to get up out of here. On God, we about to get up out of here. But before we go, I want y'all to remember one thing, because I know them boys watching, and y'all made a mistake. And when y'all said that he was for R. Kelly, so Dana, what do you mean? This is what I mean. That brother ain't for R. Kelly for himself. Check this out.
Free sweet feet.
Let me hear you say fuck R. Kelly one time, fool.
That nigga free sweet feet.
Let me hear you say fuck R. Kelly. You been doing it.
Free sweet feet. Let me hear you say it, nigga.
Yeah, let me hear you say fuck R. Kelly. Let them know, nigga. Fuck R. Kelly.
Let me hear you say it.
Man, I shit out R. Kelly. I start shit out one of these supporters. I come before R. Kelly. I come before R. Kelly.
Shit, man. Oh, man, you about to lose some subscribers, man.
I don't give a fuck who don't like it. I come.
You might as well go and change the name Oko.
No.
Free sweet feet.
Let me hear you say fuck R. Kelly one time, fool.
That nigga free sweet feet.
Let me hear you say fuck R. Kelly. You been doing it.
Free sweet feet. Let me hear you say it, nigga.
Yeah, let me hear you say fuck R. Kelly. Let them know, nigga. Fuck R. Kelly.
Let me hear you say it.
Man, I shit out R. Kelly. I start shit out one of these supporters. I come before R. Kelly. I come before R. Kelly.
Shit, man. Oh, man, you about to lose some subscribers, man.
I don't give a fuck who don't like it. I come.
You might as well go and change the name Oko.
No.
Goes to show that he's not for R. Kelly. But I got one thing to tell you, homeboy.
This is not the type of tea I want.
It's over for you.
This is not the type of tea I want.
It's over for you.
The boy never let me in. Sick with the medicine. On the block distributing right with the medicine. Haters don't like me. Heard they wanna fight me. Teflon at your chest. I bet you can't fight these. Mad cause I'm getting dope. Pillsbury ill flow. Niggas love to move slow. You sick of me, don't care though. Yes, I'm a savage. Out for the cabbage. Catch the boy armed up, full metal Elvis. Yes, I'm ill. And yeah, I'm so real. Coward ass niggas coming home without an appeal. Damn, how this getting done. Tell me what's the outcome. Anybody wanna see me? Tell them where the fuck I'm from. Patrol homes, red rum. Yeah, we get the job done. Out trying to stack chips. Make these haters so sick. If they sick of that, then they really gonna be sick of this. Santa Claus Viper. Haters, Merry Christmas.
Swimming in you. Hey, little mama. Said I wanna take her. Dipping your pool. Just go for a little dive there. Hey,
Wait a minute. I ain't gonna do y'all like that. I ain't gonna do y'all like that. I'm gonna leave y'all with something from Kels real quick, okay? I ain't gonna do y'all like that. I'm gonna leave y'all with something from Kels. What can I leave from Kels? Okay, let's go.
Oh. She's everything to me. There ain't nothing she won't do for me. And every man wants a girl like her. No price compares to what she's worth. She saved my life in so many ways. 'Cause when darkness comes, she's my break of day. And I know I'm blessed for what I got, yeah. But still I can't seem to tie that knot. Somebody help me. How do I tell my girl that something came up in the plans has changed? How do I tell my girl that I'm not gonna be able to make it, I'm going away? Tell me how do I tell my girl that I'm sorry, baby, but I just can't? Tell me, how do I look her in the face and have the nerve to say that I'm not ready on our wedding day? Now we have both been together since our roaring high school days. We done walked through all kind of stormy weather, and we have both shared each other's pain. No one could ever come between us two. And I bet my breath that things would never ever change. Now this world of marriage we vowed to, all of a sudden seems so strange. Somebody help me, yeah. How do I tell my girl that something came up in the plans has changed? How do I tell her? How do I tell my girl, yeah, that I'm not gonna be able to make it, I'm going away? How do I tell my girl that I'm sorry, baby, but I just can't? I can't, no. Tell me, how do I look her in the face and have the nerve to say I'm not ready on our wedding day? My mother know my mother, and it's all good. My brother know her brother. We all grew up in the hood. My cousins school with my cousins. All of my friends, grandma friends. High school, I led to sin when it's supposed to be a family. But we didn't know nations under her and me, yeah. And I never meant to go and waste her time or ruin her life. I got a bad case of butterflies. Somebody help me. Tell me, how do I tell my girl? How do I tell my girl? Something came up in the plans has changed. Something has changed within me. How do I tell my girl? How do I'm not gonna be able to make it, going away? How do I tell my girl? How do I tell her that I'm sorry, baby, but I just can't? I just can't. No. Tell me, how do I look her in the face? Have the nerve to say I'm not ready right on my wedding day. How do I tell my girl? Man, this is the worst. Something came up in the plans has that I ever had to do. How do I tell when I know that she don't deserve it? I'm not gonna be able to make it, I'm going away. So confused. How do I tell my girl that I'm sorry, baby, but I just make a decision right now? Tell me, how do I look her in the face and have the nerve to say that I'm not ready on our wedding day? I hate to do this, but no, I have to. all the articles, seen all the photographs, pictures of you and me in the magazine. I did all the interviews, and not once did I mention you. Let the billboards walk right by you. I didn't want to make a scene because we agreed to keep it on the. Don't want everybody knowing about us. And I vow that forever I keep my word, baby. But I'm telling you now, the secret is driving me crazy. And I'm tired of creeping around with you. Girl, I wanna be with you. Tell me what the hell are we gonna do? I'm like, oh, 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 baby. We can't let the industry know, because our cover will be blown. If anybody is or so happens to see, girl, you've got your career and I've got family, and girl, that's why we can't let the industry know, because our cover will be blown. Don't want it to be known, and keep it on the low. Nobody, girl, we can't let the industry know. But you wanna know, won't talk about, but you wanna know, won't think about. Wait. Said you'd be my shelter in the midst of stormy weather. Texts of you telling me you want my umbrella. Girl, I just don't know what to do anymore. You and me on the QT is killing me slow. And even though I'm a little younger than you, it's okay.
Hey.
And I'm starting to feel that if people found out, then girl, it's okay. But then I saw you up in a song for nothing on up in a video. I was so pissed that I jumped right up and went straight to the studio. Because we agreed to keep it on the. Don't want everybody knowing about us. And I vow that forever I'll keep my word, baby. But I'm telling you now, the secret is driving me crazy. And I'm tired of creeping around with you. Girl, I wanna be with you. Tell me what the hell are we gonna do? I'm like, oh, 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 baby, we can't let the industry know, because our cover will be blown.
Y'all don't forget Clubhouse tonight. We gonna have some fun on Clubhouse tonight.
And girl, that's why we can't let the industry know.
Hey, hey, hey.
Will be blown. Don't want it to be known. Keep it on the low. Nobody.
Don't forget the Patreon.
We have got to be careful.
Talk to him, Kels.
We've got to keep it private, girl. This relationship to ourselves. So I agree. Girl, it's killing me. Why do we have to hide from the industry? Baby girl, I'm tired of sneaking and creeping with one another. Every day it gets harder for me being your secret lover. Anybody here so happens to see you. You got your career, I've got family. That's why we can't let the industry know. Cause our cover will be blown. Want it to be known. Keep it on the low. We can let the industry know what they do behind closed doors. Our cover will be blown.
Hold on. Whew. That song was called Industry. I had my lineup until I got sidetracked, man. Jesus Christ. Let's go.
Listen, I don't even want to sing this song. Matter of fact, I'm just going to talk through this. But I'm going to talk on notes. But what I'm is, listen. First, I pop open a can of Red Bull. Then I mix it with some Bell and pour it all over you. Once I get your body tweaking, girl, I drop to my knees and then I'll proceed on this mission to drive you wild. Break out all the candles, oils, and hot towels. I can feel you scratching my back while I'm on top. Damn, girl, Said you know the sex is good when you're making those faces. And you know the sex is good when you're going all baby. And you know the sex is good when your body's having fits. Toes curling, screaming out, son of a bitch. Said you know the sex is good when you're coming for the fourth time. Know the sex is good when you can't get it off your mind. And you know the sex is good when you tell your best friend. The room was steaming, I was screaming, son of a bitch. Now 2 hours later, we're still going at it. Girl, from the basement all the way up to the attic. Tease you up until you tell me, girl, I wanna grab it. And that's when I'm gonna bend you over, girl, and let you have it. Said you know the sex is good when you know the sex is good. You know the sex is good when you're going all baby. And you know the sex is good when your body's having fits. Toes curling, screaming out, son of a bitch. Said you know the sex is good when you're coming for the fourth time. Know the sex is good when you can't get it off your mind. You know the sex is good when you tell your best friend. The room was steaming, I was screaming, son of a bitch. Segregation, peacemaking, underrated, and rights taken, crimes increasing. What is the meaning? Stolen futures. Why these kids not dreaming? What in the world? What in the world? What in the world? What in the world are we doing to this planet? Planet, planet. What about the planet? Oh, planet. What about the planet? Planet, tell me. Planet. What about the planet? Non-believers, cause false preachers.
Thank you, Miss Darlene.
Decreasing, people not eating. No answer to the questions why. So we smoke it out, the only way to get by. What in the world? What in the world? What in the world? What in the world are we doing to this planet? Planet, planet. What about the planet? Oh, planet. What about planet? Planet, tell me. Planet. What about the planet? The world is on my shoulder. I can't keep my head up. Life is full of drama, and it ain't getting no better. Police fighting people, people fighting police. Every time I look up, children dying on the TV. What in the world? What in the world? What in the world? What are we doing? to this planet, planet. What about the planet now? Oh, planet. Go and ask the churches. What about the homeless? Fathers and mothers. What about the children? Ask all the doctors. What about the healing? Ask all the killers. What about the killing? Go and ask the law. What about the justice? Call out to heaven. We need some loving. Planet. Oh, planet. Tell me what are we doing to this planet? Oh, my God, what the world? Gotta be a better way. Oh! She's everything to me. There ain't nothing she won't do for me. And every man wants a girl like her. No price compares to what she's worth. She saved my life in so many ways. 'Cause when darkness comes, she's my break of day. And I know I'm blessed for what I got. Yeah. But still I can't seem to tie that knot. Somebody help me. How do I tell my girl that something came up in the plans has changed?
Here with VIO, the future of R&B.
She deserved to be honored. She deserved to be catered to. Observe a vacation for just two. She deserved to be pampered, manicured, pedicure, shots free, and that's the answer. I feel like every day is her birthday, yeah. That's just how much I appreciate her love for me. Ooh. And every holiday should be her holiday, yeah. Oh, I'd give her the whole world if it were up to me. There is nothing like a woman who takes care of a man who understands him. From all the hurt and the lies for giving him, there ain't nothing. There's nothing like a woman who stays right up for him. That's why I dedicate this song to all women. She deserves to be honored. She deserves to observe a vacation for that. She deserves, ooh, yeah. She deserves to be pampered, manicured, pedicure, shops free, and that's the answer. What is a man without a woman's love? Oh. She can ease his trouble and night with one look and a simple touch. Yeah, that woman will walk for that man through her life. And if her love was money, I'm telling you, he's sitting on racks on racks on racks. Oh. And when he's ready to rap, she's ready to roll. Hey. And when he say let, she say go. Hey. Ooh.
See, that run explains just how I feel about these women's out there. So let's treat them with care. Oh, cause she deserves to be honored. Cater to her. Telling you she deserves to be pampered. Manicure, pedicure, oh, yeah, that's the answer. Now they may get on our nerves sometimes, but that's okay, cause we get on their nerves sometimes. At the end of the day, she stayed by your side no matter what right it is. At the end of the day, who else is gonna put up with all your shit? Who's gonna cook for you? Who's gonna clean for you? Who's gonna be by your side? Who's gonna pray for you? Who will even lie for you? Go down with you. Gotta deal with all the kids. Where do I end the list? She deserves to be honored. Or just to let me. She deserves to be pampered. Manicure, pedicure, shopping spree. Yeah, that's the answer. Girl, this ain't just no sex. Oh no, baby, you haven't here. Did we have?
RMBExclusive.com. Rated GS. Grown and sexy. Your #1 site for new music.
Changes. We broke up with each other, then got right back together. I tell you, sometimes love is the strangest. Whether you from the suburbs or the hood, you know that love is a pain that can make you feel so good. It'll take you on a trip, and you'll enjoy the ride. Put you up like a rocket, then drop you out the sky. But not you, baby. Not you, girl. I believe that you're true, baby. See, you got me, baby, on the moon with a flag, about to make my mark with no regrets. So before we take off our clothes, there is something I want you to know, baby. This ain't just no sex to me. Baby, this ain't just no sex to me. Girl, I want you to know that this ain't just no sex to me. Ain't just no sex to me. Baby, this ain't just no sex to me. Baby, now we've been all off in clubs, cursing each other out. Baby, we done said some foul shit about our mouths, knowing we never mean to hurt each other. But the reason we do it is because we're both so damn jealous.
As I mellow this out and I transition this over to Clubhouse, let's go. I just want y'all to get y'all wine and everything and just relax, cause we going there tonight on Clubhouse. Hey. I'm rewinding this a little bit. Yeah. Take it back for a second. Hold on.
RMBExclusive.com. Rated GS. Grown and sexy. Your #1 site for new music.
Changes. We broke up with each other, then got right back together.
God bless you over here.
Sometimes love is the strangest. Whether you from the suburbs or the hood,
I'm about to transition this
love
over.
is a pain that can make you feel so good.
It'll take you on a trip, and you'll enjoy the ride. Get you up like a rocket,
Yeah.
then drop you out the sky.
Talk
But
about
not
it, Kales.
you, baby. Not you, girl. I believe that you true, baby. See, you got me, baby. On a moon that's flat, about to make my mark with no regret. So before we take off our clothes, there is something
So get your grown and sexy ready.
Baby. This ain't just no sex.
We gonna talk about everything we seen today. We gonna talk about everything we heard today. Clubhouse. The grown and sexy Dana J coming.
This ain't just no sex to me. Ain't just no sex.
So as I fade out
Baby, this ain't just no sex
of YouTube, of Rumble, of LinkedIn,
now we've been all off in
of We Got Ups,
cursing each other out. Baby, we done said some foul shit about our mouths. Knowing we never mean to hurt each other.
We gonna get it real sexy.
We do it is because we're both so damn jealous.
We ain't gonna do no arguing tonight. We just gonna talk. The title would be, Where Would R&B Be Without Rob? Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's go. Y'all need y'all wands if y'all got significant others. I think y'all need to grab them because you never know when I'm gonna pull out the hat tonight. Oh my God.
Yeah. I feel like taking a dip in your pool. Relax a bit, you know what I mean?
Talk to him, Kales.
You know what I mean? Swimming in you. Swimming in you. Swimming in you. Hey, little mama. Said I wanna take a dip in your pool. Just go for a little dive there. Hey, yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my God. For all of y'all that's doing dirty to Robert, just know it's over for you.
Swimming in you.
It's over for you. Whew. Transition. Yeah. Do y'all like this?
Swimming in you. Hey,
that's why it's my outro.
Mama said I wanna take a dip in your pool. Just go for a little dive, yeah.
Go to Clubhouse.
Yeah.
Load it up. Look up official Dana J. I'm there, baby. Let's go. Let's ride. Let's ride. Whew. Good God. Let's go. Oh, no. Dana J up out of here. Y'all be blessed. Peace.
Swimming in you. Hey, little mama. Said I wanna take her. Dipping your pool. Just going for a little dive there. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah.